Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka, a Tagata female, was a Padawan learner to Anakin Skywalker, a hero of the Clone Wars. Alongside Anakin, she grew from headstrong student into a mature leader. Hello and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we are reviewing from Star Wars The Clone Wars, the final season, Ahsoka Tano. Now I've been waiting quite a long time for these. They were pre-ordered, back in July I think, and then obviously coronavirus kind of raised its extra head towards the winter time, so these are put back even more. So I've been waiting for the whole wave to appear, and finally they are here. So here she is, all represented in this nice bright yellow boxing that we do have for the Clone Wars. We've got her two lightsabers here and her looking pretty cool in the middle. On the side we've got Ahsoka Tano on the side here, kind of more humanized kind of looking here rather than the actual figure that we got. And on down here we've got Ahsoka Tano just at the bottom, and around on the back we have the bio and the picture once again, and she's number 2, second to the Camino security clone trooper, and the yellow continuing on down here and then back to the front. So I guess without further ado, let's just crack this bad girl open. So here she is out of the box, and nothing to be sort of like hidden away, no extra stands or anything, it's just literally her. I think these was a Target exclusive, or maybe Walmart, I'm not too sure, but over in the UK it's a little bit easier maybe to get exclusives than it is in America. So with this we can take her out and get our first impressions. Yeah, she's looking pretty cool. I kind of thought this was blue, not grey, but maybe after reference some sort of pictures and something like that. So anyway, we'll go away, take some pictures, and we'll see you in a moment. Welcome back, been away, we've taken her photos, and I must admit Hasbro have done a really good job with this figure. She looks fantastic when you photograph her. However, like Hasbro, they have cut a few corners, and again with a black series there is a few nitpicks as well, which we'll go through with the review as we go through it. But yeah, it's just a shame on Hasbro, because we're paying an extra premium for these figures, especially for this wave, but there's kind of a lot of reused parts. So I just think Hasbro this year, they've just chucked out so many so quickly, but they've also reused so many body parts this year, which is just a shame. But going through, so she comes with 2 accessories, which are her lightsabers, and they fit okay in both hands. Most of her body is reused of the old Ahsoka that we got for Rebels, so she has very small hands, and if you had that figure before, she's actually got very thin lightsabers and they're a bit bendy, but these ones are completely different and they're really thick and they're sturdy, so they do feel like they're sort of pulling her hand apart, or they're just a little bit too wide, and they do pop out now and again, especially in this hand more than this one. So taking them out, we can get a closer look. As you can notice, you tell one is smaller than the other, and with the details in there. So Anakin actually made these lightsabers for her in season 7, so you can actually see like a very close resemblance to his lightsaber as well. The blades are very thick and very transparent, but a very vibrant blue, sort of matching the actual Clone Wars itself. The blades are removable, and if you just look really closely you can actually see that there's a kind of sculpted kind of part in there that actually fits into the hilt, so it's not just a round bit at the bottom, it clips right in. And also this one has it as well, just in there. So removing those blades as well, they can fit onto her, but however it's not a nice it's not a hard clip, it's made of this sort of vinyl kind of skirt and everything on here, so when we try and actually physically push it in, sometimes it just doesn't want to know, It is a really hard kind of getting it right in there, and then they stay. Sometimes they might be in there for a little while, other times they just don't want to know and just pop straight out. So that's one of my nitpicks. And also because of the size of the lightsabers to her hands, that's another nitpick as well. But taking those out, we can actually go through her articulation. So with her head, we can go left and right, look down and look up. We have got a bit of a swaggle in the actual head joint up there, but no lower neck movement. We have got a sort of weird, kind of very baby minute butterfly joint in there, but there's literally nothing from it. Arm can come up this far. Rotation, we've got rotation at the elbow. We've got an elbow joint that comes up more than 90. Rotation at the wrist, and it's also on the hinge. We've got the actual swivel underneath the bust, and she can look down this far and look back. Legs this wide, up, back, rotation, and also we've got double jointed knee and the rocker and a pivot at the ankle. So in all, she's got really good articulation. We've got the nice accessories there, but it's just my main point is that she is a reused body, pretty much 90% of it. So these parts are reused. From here downwards is reused, but obviously the skirt is new, the head is new. So just comparing her to the other Ahsoka, so you can see like the arms, the hands, the legs, and obviously the torso, and they've put this extra larger part on here. In kind of height terms as well, she's pretty much taller than as she gets older, but obviously in the Black Series version it's not. And I do feel like if Hasbro are kind of taking their time out to make like Luke a smaller Stormtrooper, then I'm surely they could do the same with these figures as well. And being sort of reused as well, these parts here are inaccurate, and so are her legs as well, which is a big shame really. I mean, for some it is a small detail, but for others, people that do cosplay or are really into the character, it's a big thing. It is a big thing, and it's the same as the Jedi robes and stuff as well. If Princess Leia had different types of boots on a certain outfit, it would be noticeable, and I don't think it's right for other figures to sort of cop out where it's just a cheap, easy fix. I can't see why they just couldn't sculpt even just underarms here, and just do one whole piece and maybe just reuse the hands. But I'm not the finance person of Hasbro, but I would rather have waited a couple of months for them to sort of like produce a better quality figure. But not saying that she's not terrible, she's a good figure, but it's just the details. But what they have done is great. So we've got this head part here, which really is reminiscent of the Clone Wars. We've got her head tails, which they have done a grey, and I've rewatched it back, and they are blue. It's a bit of a dirty blue. Sometimes it does look grey because of the filters and stuff that they use on the actual show. It is a very sort of dusty grey kind of season, but they know that it's blue. I don't know why they've done it kind of like a grey, which then sort of blends into the whole entire outfit, and I think it would pop if they did do blue, because she just looks quite dark. I think she looks like one of that episode where she actually starts turning to the dark side. But the other sculpt looks pretty cool. We've got this sort of like Mandalorian type armor-esque kind of embroidery on the top, which comes around onto the flap on the back. Going down to the skirt, it's all done in a really nice gunmetal. The paintwork on here looks fine, and on the back looks very intricate. Underneath, it's just literally just black leggings going down to the boots, which however would be nice, I suppose, if it was like this gunmetal grey as well on here. So in all, she is a really good figure. It's just a few little nitpicks that I do have, and especially when people are fans of figures, that when it's not 100% to how it should look, it does annoy me a little bit. So that brings me to the end of the video. What do you think of Ahsoka? Is there an Ahsoka that you prefer rather than this one? I think I would like the original Padawan Ahsoka, but obviously in a kind of nice height form as well. So you can comment down below. You can follow me on Instagram, which is in the description, and you can subscribe and ding that bell. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you next time.